These rotors are thousands of dollars. As a matter of fact, when I called the Acura dealership, the guy paused and said, "This can't be right," because the price of each rotor is gonna blow your mind. We're gonna tell you how much each rotor is, front and back. We're gonna tell you how much the pads are, and then we're gonna look at the face of the rotor, look at the thickness, the minimum thickness, and then we're gonna measure it because our NSX has 39,000 miles, and then we're also gonna measure the brake pad to see how much life we have, and then we're gonna show all of this to you, and you guys are gonna learn a lot about the NSX carbon ceramic brakes. So the front carbon ceramic rotors each are $5,989.97 before tax. Over $6,000 per rotor, which is crazy. Now the brake pads for the carbon ceramic brake system is $696 for both for the front. So at the end of the day, for the front rotors themselves and the pads, you're looking around $13,000 to $14,000. Now let's go over all the data on our rotor on the NSX. First off, we have the Honda logo, which is important to know because this is a Honda car, but the brand is Brembo, and that's not a surprise because they make most of the carbon ceramic rotor systems and brake systems for most of the cars you see out there. Now we have different types of information like part numbers, minimum weight, and then we also come over here and we have a minimum thickness. And all of this is important when it comes to service. Now, what I did is I went ahead and I measured my carbon ceramic rotor, and my car has 39,000 miles, and I don't drive my car like a chump. I have fun with it. And I was around 34.5 millimeters. So that's good to know that I'm still above the minimum thickness, which is good. Another thing too is the minimum weight helps people identify that. Now, all these other numbers right here are gonna be part numbers, but it's really important to know that this is more than just a single piece setup here. Typically, you could have 3 pieces. This looks like we have 2 pieces. If you see right here, we have all of these connection points, which is pretty wild. But we also have this QR code, which we have to scan it because I'm curious. We tried to scan it and it is not scannable. We tried the iPhone and we also tried a few online little websites, which were annoying by the way, but this was not scannable. All right, now let's take a measurement of our brake pads. And it looks like we have 8 millimeters, which is a ton and super exciting because with the car with 39,000 miles, to know that we have 8 millimeters left is super cool because typically a new brake pad is about 10 millimeters. I'm not sure what the new one on this one is, but that's really good to know we're at 8. And guys, if you want to support the channel, pick one of these up from Amazon. I'm going to put the link in the description because I use these all the time. These are so helpful and I highly recommend them. Now, there is something different about this rotor compared to a lot of rotors that I've seen, and that it doesn't have these circle wear indicators, which typically a lot of the rotors have, and that helps you to know once you've worn down the rotor. It's kind of like a little dummy proof way to find out if your rotors are good or bad. These don't have them, which is okay, but it's good to know that sometimes if you're looking at this and you didn't know that these don't have them, these don't seem to have them, not that I could see. And here are the rear rotors, and these are $5,350 plus or minus some tax, or depending on dealership you get it. And the pads are also about the same price as the front, excluding, I guess, the emergency brake. I didn't factor that in, but yeah, which brings it to a total of $23,150 for all 4 rotors. Now, when you include pads and everything and taxes and all that and probably shipping, you're looking close to $25,000. Man, that's why whenever I get my tires changed or do anything like that, I'm extra careful and paying attention because you guys now know that these are way expensive. Now, in the description, we're gonna put the part number so you guys can know it and have it if you need it, because here in Driver's Therapy, we're a technical channel first. Well, guys, I hope you learned something. This was a lot of fun. We did this while we were getting ready to switch out our wheels between the HRE and the OEM wheels. Well, guys, punch that like button for us. We appreciate it. You stay safe, and we'll talk to you soon.